Todd, what's the reaction of the rest of the league to this project?
Oh, the league's so excited. I mean,
All right, let's bring up
Sacramento
Mayor
Republic
Steinberg.
has been a long-time flagship of soccer in this country. And it started when I was still a player at LA Galaxy, and we saw 20,000 people show up to this team that hadn't existed before, and that beat a lot of teams, that were drawing in MLS at the time. And it's just incredible what this city's done, what this team's represented. And now this is the next step, the next evolution for the club.
How finalized is the stadium design right now? Like, are you guys still working on design elements, or is it pretty much finished and just ready to be built?
Well, we've just released some new renderings, and you get to see that. But we're going to continue to iterate throughout the process. I mean, it has been a lot of work behind the scenes to get it to this point, and we're getting close to final design. We're about 50% DD right now, and we'll keep pushing.
Is there a chance that with the USL's new league, would that possibly change what the design is, maybe midway through the process before 2027?
Actually, no. I mean, so we're already prepping for that. We have a 12,000 seat stadium that, within our current design, can flex to 15,000. So, we thought it made sense to stick to the smaller number at this point, but within our current design, without changing anything, we can get to 15. And that's important because, as you said, Division I for USL might be a possibility. We don't know where this stadium is ultimately going to go, so we want to make sure it's ready for whatever comes. And we think that's going to be bigger and better, and whatever that means. And I think for us, building it in a smart way that allows for its expansion, I think is going to be a huge thing for us.
And if MLS did become a reality for you guys at some point in the future, how long would it take to make the stadium MLS ready after it's already complete?
Well, everything we're doing is going to be compliant with the highest standards in this country, and for us, we really, it can be done in stages too. As we expand the stadium, it can be done during off seasons. We can try to be smart so we don't have to completely lose a season or things like that. We can do bits and pieces to expand. Starting with filling in the corners, building a roof, doing those things. We can do that over time while still playing in it.
Todd, quick. Can you move this way, Todd? No, I'll go through.
Hello, my name's Riley. I work for Cap Radio.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm good. How are you?
Good. She can go ahead. She can go first. She can go.
Great. So I cover local government for Cap Radio, and I was just wondering, I know you mentioned at the press conference the full support of the city council, but I was just wondering, there's been a little bit of opposition. So what are your hopes for public perception of the project now that it's moving forward?
Public perception is through the roof. I don't know if there's ever been a more politically popular thing than our stadium site. I think that's why we've never lost a city council vote, not a single vote from a single member, which tells you why this deal has always made sense. So we have no doubt about the public support, and this is a project that's been long in the works.
Okay, wonderful. And in terms of next steps for construction, do you know kind of the timeline, from now to 2027?
Yeah, we're gonna start getting into the dirt this fall. You're gonna start seeing the site completely cleared, flattened, so that we can have vertical construction starting early next year.
Great. Is there anything else listeners should know about the project, or what's coming up with your season, things like that?
Yeah, just today we're announcing fans' ability to get in on it, get in on the act. We've got deposits for people, and already before we even announced the site, people somehow found the site, and we're already putting down deposits. So that's a good sign.
Question real quick. How important is it going to be for Sacramento to work with Youth Soccer Association Cal North to really maximize the space and also the growth of soccer here for the California?
Well, youth soccer has always been a huge pillar of what we do here. We've got 3 former academy players on our first team, making waves on the U.S. national teams. And that starts with Cal North and youth soccer in this country. It is such an important part, and we're blessed to have an incredible region full of talent, and ultimately having those players grow up in our system and representing our club and our country doesn't get any better than that.